Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in the year 2022, Singapore was featured by a major travel publication as the most Instagrammable country in the world. So some of my videos that has the most views on this channel are videos showing the location of some of these videos. And today I am in Singapore Central Business District area. We're gonna go around and I'm gonna show more of these locations which are excellent for photography, really good for Instagram. I'm not only going to show you these spots, but I'm also going to show you guys how I would photograph these locations. So after watching this video, be sure to check out my blog because I'm going to be adding Google Maps links to this location so you will know exactly how to get to those places. And I'll also be showing you guys how I photograph these places. So check out the blog for the images once you're done watching this video. So before we begin showcasing these locations, if you like this content, you like to know where the best locations to photograph in Singapore are, and you like equipment reviews, especially if you're a Nikon shooter here in Singapore, be sure to like and subscribe to this video. It really helps me and this channel. Our very first photography spot is going to be this 18-meter tall sculpture titled Momentum by David Gerstein. It depicts an upward cycle of progress, symbolizing the energy and momentum of the Central Business District, Singapore, and its people. In the background, one can see some of the newest buildings adorning the skyline of Singapore. Momentum is right in the middle of Ocean Financial Centre, One Marina Boulevard, and Ascott Raffles Place, Singapore. With this spot, I'll use a wide-angle lens. Pick a silhouette with a clean background to be the anchor point for the viewer's eye to rest on. Ensure that the white pillars make lines that are as straight as possible. And intentionally overexpose a little to bring out the vibrant reds in the sculpture. Our next Instagram spot is yet another art sculpture. This one's called Singapore Soul and is just across the street from where Momentum was. So for places like this, especially art installations like this, it's very suitable when things are very close to you. It's very suitable to have an ultra wide angle lens like I have on my camera now. So I'm going to get a few shots of this from inside the sculpture itself. For this shot, I'll be shooting from inside the sculpture again, so that the characters in different languages will fill up the entire frame. Once inside, you'll notice that all of the characters are inverted. My trick here is to flip the image in Photoshop or Lightroom so that the characters are facing the correct way. Our third spot is at the traffic junction directly opposite the Ascott Raffles building. So the beauty of this spot is that the Ascott building, it's really old school, it's really beautiful. I love the detail, I love the symmetry. You can look in right towards the middle of it. It has just this very vintage style, and as the night goes on, it would light up and the lights look really, really nice. So I'm actually doing a long exposure here with a tripod. Traffic is going by. and there are people here who wait for the traffic light to turn. So I have my camera on interval shooting. They don't know that I'm actually shooting them. So the result that I'm looking to get is that image of people standing still for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds and the moving traffic behind them. The fourth location is inside the Hong Leong building. Head in towards the car park lifts and go to the multi-storey car park at level 7. Placing your camera through the square grid at the wall of the car park, you get a panoramic view of Lau Pa Sat. For this shot, I was lucky enough to see this stranger with a red umbrella and waited for them to cross the middle of the frame at the bottom. Back down on the street towards the direction of Wan Shenton, you'll find many good angles to photograph iconic Lau Pa Sat. For our fifth location, we're gonna keep heading down the street in the same direction until we come to this overhead bridge next to OUE Downtown 2 and Shenton House. Shenton House used to be a popular spot for photographers, but we're gonna skip that since photography is no longer allowed up there. So right here in the middle of this overhead bridge, and I've got my camera set up here. It's on a 20-second exposure. So the idea is that I want to get this building logo OUE in a shot, and then I want to get a vanishing point that reaches out into the middle of the photo. So what's the difference between shooting here and shooting the other side? So you can see that the traffic is actually headed this direction. So actually, if I were to shoot this way, the light trails are actually much nicer because it's the white light, it's the headlights of the vehicles that's coming toward us. Shooting the other direction means that we're getting the tail light, which is red in color, which might be nice, but because we don't have much traffic right now, the light is pretty hard to capture as it's quite dim as we go along. I just kind of like the composition here a little bit better than on the other side, even though the light trails would be better right back over this direction. So now heading towards the last location, which is International Plaza. Still a little bit of rain, so trying to keep dry as much as possible. Right, so our final spot here is at International Plaza. This is the residential area. I'm on the 46th floor, and some of these places that we are here today are residentials. So if you do come here, please be mindful, keep your volume down, and no litter. Be gracious to the residents who are here, and there's some pretty awesome places that you can take photography over here. So here are the 6 different locations of beautiful Instagrammable spots in Singapore's central business district area. Let me know what you think of these locations and if there's any spots you want to see featured in a future video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.